What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We're going to be doing a Fight Night predictions video. This is UFC Fight Night Kape versus Horiguchi. Starting off with the prelims, we got Shane Collins taking on Tanzilovi. This is both of their debuts. Shane Collins is 7-0, and Atari is 10-1. I don't know why the fuck the UFC, can't even get the photos or the any of their stats up. It's so stupid. But yeah, Shane Collins, he's a very well-rounded guy. KOs, quite a few KOs recently, some submissions. He can go all the free rounds as well. Atari, bit of a can crusher, honestly. I think a little bit. He lost on the Contender Series. He beat another guy who wasn't the best and now he's got his debut in the UFC. Whereas Shane Collins, he's beaten some good guys with some pretty decent records, some undefeated guys. 6-3, 6-0, 8-2. Not bad. I don't mind it. I'm going to take him to win this fight by a KO or TKO in the second round. I think he's going to be patient in the first, just work on him, and then in that second round he's going to find the shot and put him out of there. So yeah, I'm going to take Shane Collins to win, catch him in the second round, probably with a left hook or catch him in a combination. I think. Moving up the card, we have the next fight, number 8 ranked Carl Rosa taking on the number 11 Luana Santos. As you can see, Luana Santos 10-2, Carl Rosa 19-7. Rosa's kind of been up and down. Recently, she beat Norcanol. Not the worst win, not the best. Luana Santos, she's on a streak at the moment. She's beating Croden and Lisboa. She's on 2-5 win streak. She's looked good on the ground. I think she's probably gonna, get this fight to the ground and then either get a submission or just win a kind of shitty decision based on just smothering Carol Rosa on the ground. And yeah, I think she's going to be looking at getting into the top 5 soon after this win. So yeah, I'm going to take Luana Santos to win a decision over Carol Rosa. Kind of just a boring fight on the card. But yeah, anyways, 2 more guys making their debut. We got Leon Shahbazyan taking on Levan Chokheli. Leon's a little bit taller. Levan's about 6'1", I believe. A little bit less reach. Leon is actually 14-2. 12-4, and Levan is 14-3. So Levan, he's a can crusher, man. The people whose records he beat, he lost on the Contender Series as well, I believe. And then his very next fight was against a guy who was something like, God, what was he? I think he was 15-20. So yeah, and in that fight, he dropped the dude. He looked good with counters. I think he is going to be better on the feet than Leon. Leon looks slow in the matches, in the fights I've seen, but he has a really dangerous guard game. And Levan, he dropped the dude. He followed him to the ground, got reversed pretty much immediately by the stunned opponent, and put into a little bit of a dangerous position in side control. And that dude does not have a good ground game. So I think he'll be in a little bit of danger on the feet. I think he'll probably try and get this fight to the ground as quick as possible. If he doesn't, I see Levan dropping him and then trying to finish the fight, ending up in Leon's guard and getting subbed by either an armbar or a guillotine. Leon's on a 4-fight win streak at the moment, 3 guillotines and an armbar. He's very dangerous in his guard. And yeah, I just see Levan getting caught in there and getting tapped out, kind of like what Paul Craig did to Ankalaev, where Levan's winning the fight on the feet, but then gets tapped on the ground. But moving up the card, Gaston Bolanos taking on Michael Aswell Jr. Gaston Bolanos, really not the best guy. I'm going to take... Oh, sorry, I forgot to say. I'm going to take Leon to win by round 1 submission. Yeah, and now Gaston... I'm going to take Aswell Jr. to win this one. He's only lost to good competition. I don't mind his losses too much. He's 11-4. Gaston Bolanos has got a pretty ugly record. He's 8-5. And yeah, Michael Aswell Jr. is the better fighter. Gaston Bolanos is normally a bantamweight. He's moving up to featherweight. I don't think much is going to change for him. He's a bit smaller than Michael Aswell Jr. Michael Aswell Jr. is used to fighting here. I think he's probably going to get a KO to go in the 3rd round or the 2nd. I think Gaston Bolanos is a tough dude. His chin's probably going to be better at featherweight. But yeah, I see him getting just put on by Michael Aswell Jr. Michael Aswell Jr. will probably finish him in the later rounds. So yeah, I'm going to take Michael Aswell Jr. to win this one. Later rounds, KO, TKO. Then we got flyweight. Alan Nascimento taking on Mitch Raposo. I'm taking Nascimento by decision. He's much more experienced. Mitch Raposo, he's lost his last two. He's going to outcrowd. Oh, wait, has he? Maybe. Not sure. But I think Alan Nascimento is just going to outcraft him. I think he's going to have the experience advantage in this. I think he probably wins on the ground if it does go there. And I think he'll probably outstrike him a little bit. And I think he's going to beat Mitch Raposo by a pretty comfortable 29-28 decision. Maybe Mitch Raposo has a good early round, but yeah, I think Alan Nascimento probably has this one in the bag. He's on a 4-fight win streak right now, I believe. Yeah, I think he's going to extend it to 5. He's getting a little old. I think he's going to make a run for the top 15. So yeah, I think he's going to get a 5-fight win streak going and then get a ranked opponent next. But yeah, moving up the card, Bia Mesquita taking on Melissa Mullins. Bia Mesquita's number 13. I don't understand why she's fighting an unranked opponent at this point in her career. She's 35. I think she needs to be pushing for that title, not fighting an unranked person. But she's number 13. She wins this one. She'll probably go up to about number 12. And from there, I could see them giving her like a Irene Aldana, the number 6 ranked, getting her close to that top 5. And then she's, maybe 1 or 2 wins away from a title shot. She's just the better fighter. I'm going to take her to win by submission in the second round. She looks like a future champ to me, to be honest. I could see her being a champion of this division, if Kayla Harrison moves out especially. And yeah, Melissa Mullins, I think this is a bit of a layup fight for Bia Mesquita. Melissa Mullins, I believe she won her last one, but she's been a bit up and down. She's 2-2 recently. So yeah, I'm gonna say Bia Mesquita gets this one done. I don't see many ways to success for Melissa Mullins. I think Bia Mesquita will just take this one down and finish her pretty easily. So yeah, I'm gonna take Bia Mesquita to win this one by sub, second round. Moving up, Andre Lima taking on Kevin Borjas. Andre Lima, undefeated. Kevin Borjas, 10-5. Andre Lima's looked very good. I don't know whether to take Lima by decision or by a finish. He's been a bit of a decisionator recently. Kevin Borjas is dangerous. He does swing hard. If Andre Lima starts to exchange with him, his chin could get tested. I'm going to say he plays it safe. I don't think he gets a finish. Yeah, I'm going to say he doesn't get a finish in this one. I'm going to say he plays it safe. He wins pretty easily, pretty comfortably, and just outclasses Kevin Borjas. Wins a pretty easy 30-27 decision. Kevin Borjas might have moments, but Andre Lima, he looks very good. I think he's going to have a pretty easy one here. But moving up, we're on the main card now. Vinicius Oliveira taking on Andre Fili. Gonna go with Vinicius Oliveira to win this one. Andre Fili, 25-13. He ain't looked the best. He's a little bit past it. He's all right, but I'm gonna take Oliveira. Andre Fili's been up and down recently. Oliveira, he had that loss to Mario Batista. Not a bad loss at all. Mario Batista, very good, very talented. And Vinicius Oliveira, without that weight cut, I think he does better. I think he has better cardio. I'm going to say he finishes Andre Fili in the second round. I think he TKOs him. Yeah. I'm pretty confident Vinicius Oliveira will get this one done. Second round finish. I think he's just the more dangerous striker on the feet. He is faster. He has got very good power in his hands. Very good. He's very dangerous with his kicks too. He's not bad on the ground. He did have he did get on top for Mario Batista. Did get reversed, did get submitted, but didn't look too bad on the ground there. So yeah, I'm going to say Vinicius Oliveira. He wins this one pretty easily, touching up Andre Fili on the feet. And yeah, Andre Fili's just going to break and Vinicius Oliveira's going to get that finish. So yeah. Moving up. Melsik Baghdasaryan. Oh yeah, I also think they're going to try and get Vinicius Oliveira into that top 15 at featherweight. By beating Andre Fili. And then, from there, get him into some more top 15 opponents. But Melsik Baghdasaryan taking on Murtazali Magomedov, undefeated guy out of Kyrgyzstan, very hyped, 10-0. He's looked very good. He's very good on the ground, very good on the feet. Has quite a few KOs, has quite a few submissions. I'm going to take him to win this one. I'm going to say KO in round 2. I think Baghdasaryan may be able to hold on. Maybe able to stay in there for a bit, but Murtazali's just going to get the better of him, wear him down. And then in that second round, I think he's going to find the finish. I don't think Baghdasaryan really has any way of winning this. And yeah, I just think Magomedov is going to have the advantage everywhere. He's going to be a bit patient. Going to get that second round finish. Calling it there. Amil versus Christian Rodriguez. Both of these guys are on a 2-fight losing streak right now. But I'm going to take C-Rod. I think C-Rod can get it done, man. Amil, he's getting old. He is getting old. I believe he's what, 35 now? Christian Rodriguez, he's what, 28? Yeah, man, Christian Rodriguez, and he's beaten some decent people. Amil, not too bad. He was 11-0, but he's running into problems right now where he really needs to be making a push in his career. And I just don't think he's going to be able to change and develop enough to beat C-Rod. I think C-Rod, being the younger fighter, plays into his advantage here. He's had more fights, which is funny. He's had 3 more fights than him. But yeah, I just think C-Rod is going to have the advantage here. I think he's going to win a decision, kind of just outpointing Amil on the feet and staying safe on the ground and not really having to worry about anything. So yeah, I'm going to take C-Rod to win a crafty 29-28 decision over Amil. And I think Amil is kind of done in his career at this point, but not sure. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to take Christian Rodriguez to win this one. Crafty 29-28 decision. Finally, the co-main event. Cutelaba taking on Navajo Stirling. I'm taking Navajo Stirling. Now, the question is, can he get the finish? He got the finish in his last fight against Bruno Silva. But Cutelaba does not go down easy. He just got a submission win. He's been doing all right for himself recently. Navajo's got good counter grappling. I don't think he's going to be in much danger on the ground. He's got nice offensive boxing. I think he's going to keep it tidy. Cutelaba's got a good chin, and Navajo Stirling has trouble finding that finish. He got the finish in his last one, but the other 3 before that were all decisions. He just has a hard time really putting guys out. So I'm going to go with Navajo to win this one by decision. I think he's going to look good in this one. And from there, I think they give him a top 15 at light heavyweight. I think this is a good matchup for him. They're both kind of slow. Navajo is definitely a slower guy. Cutelaba does slow down. I think Navajo's not going to have too much of a hard time against him. And he's going to take his time, break him down, and get a win by decision. I think he wins probably all 3 rounds. Maybe he has a little bit of trouble in the first with the grappling. But from there, I just think he gets it going. Probably wins a decision. He could win in the 3rd round by a TKO. But I'm going to say it's a decision for Navajo Stirling. I think he gets close to finishing Cutelaba in moments, but just can't quite get him out of there. Because even Bruno Silva was recovering miraculously when Sterling had him in a lot of trouble. So yeah, Navajo Stirling by decision. Finally, the main event of the evening, Manel Kape taking on Kyoji Horiguchi. I see this as a title eliminator. Manel Kape, he just TKO'd Brandon Royval. I think it's a 3-fight win streak he's on at the moment. Kyoji Horiguchi beat him in the first time. This is a rematch. Beat him by decision, I believe, or did he TKO him? Probably decision. But I'm going to see Kyoji Horiguchi getting it done with either a 3rd round TKO or maybe a submission. We've seen Manel Kape put in trouble on the ground by like Makayev. We saw Kyoji Horiguchi give Tagir Ulanbekov trouble on the feet and then sub him. And Tagir's a ground guy as well. Not anywhere near as good as Makayev, but Kape gets in trouble on the ground sometimes. I think Kyoji Horiguchi could sink up a rear naked choke on him. I think he's fast enough to avoid being, sparked out on the feet. I think he's got good enough wrestling where he can survive if he does get put in danger. I think it's going to be quite similar to their first fight. And I think Kyoji Horiguchi is going to have the advantage. Yeah, I think Kyoji Horiguchi is in a very good spot right now to put himself in the title picture at flyweight. I think he's going to take this opportunity. I could maybe even see him beating Van. I wouldn't give him that bad of a chance to beat Van. I think he can beat Kape. I really do. I think Kape is very good. I think he's going to be a mainstay in the top 5. He will probably get a title shot sometime in the next couple years, but I don't think he beats Kyoji Horiguchi at this point in his career. I think Kyoji Horiguchi is very good. I think he's just going to be too fast on the feet, too elusive. He's not going to get caught. He's going to sting up Kape. Can do very nice body work as well. And then if he needs to, he can mix in that grappling. And I think he's going to get a finish in this fight. I don't think he's going to go all 5 rounds. I think he's going to finish Manel Kape via TKO in the 3rd round or later. And yeah, I'm going to take Kyoji Horiguchi to win. I know quite a few people are going to be taking Kape, but I like Kyoji Horiguchi's odds in this one. So I'm going to be taking him to win. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Make sure to like the video. Drop down what you thought in the comments. Let me know who you're taking. And yeah, see you in the next one.